And batting ninth, playing center field, number 1, Justin Guy. Pitching for the Bulldogs, number 17, Hunter Dula. The head coach of the Bulldogs is Jeff Gregory. He's assisted by Dusty White, Jacob Rand, and Ben Curry.
Field at North Greenville University. Game 2 of the opening day of this Southeastern Regional for Division II baseball, NCAA style. It is number 3 seed Wingate and the host team, the 4th seed North Greenville Crusaders. I'm Dan Scott. Coming off of an exciting first game, which saw Mount Olive come from behind to score 4 unearned runs in the bottom of the 8th inning to defeat UNC Pembroke 7-6. Mount Olive advances in the winner's bracket to 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon to face the winner of this game. UNC Pembroke will play the winner of the 7 o'clock game tonight, which is number 1 seed Catawba, number 6 seed Columbus State. North Greenville, despite being the host, the lower seeds in this matchup, so they will be the visitors. 46th game of the year for Landon Powell's team. They are 33-11 coming in. Finished the Conference Carolinas at 23-9 and came out of the losers bracket to win that tournament. They'll line up this way. Garrick Octavio leads it off at second base, batting second in left field, Ethan Stringer. John Michael Fail catches and bats third. The cleanup hitter is right fielder Marek Kloop. Hitting fifth in DH is Brady West. Josh Center in center field will hit sixth. Batting seventh at third base, freshman Pat Monteith. The 8-hitter is first baseman Jordan Holliday. And batting ninth at shortstop, Doug Angeli. Again for the Crusaders, Octavio at second, Stringer in left, Fail behind the plate. Kloop in right, West to DH, Center in center, with Monteith at third, Holliday at first, Angeli at short, right-hander Logan Chapman on the mound. For the Wingate Bulldogs and 11th-year head coach Jeff Gregory, 30-12 on the season. They were 20-10 in the South Atlantic Conference. McCann Mellett will lead it off at second base, batting second at third, Michael Dansky. Logan McNeely catches and hits third. The cleanup hitter is left fielder Jed Bryant. Garrett Christopher will DH and bat fifth. Hitting sixth in right field, Cameron Caraway. Batting seventh, the first baseman Andrew McKay. The shortstop and 8-hitter is Carson Simpson. And batting ninth in center field, Justin Guy. Again for the Bulldogs, Mellett at second, Dansky at third, McNeely behind the plate, Bryan in left, Christopher the DH, Caraway in right, with McKay at first, Simpson at short, and Guy in center field. Managers are at home plate exchanging the lineups with the crew, going over the ground rules. Of course, Landon Powell's team 15-3 on this field this year, but it was a really odd scheduling quirk for North Greenville. All of their home games were done by the time the month of March ended. Did not play a home game in the month of April. And, of course, the conference tournament stretching into the month of May, and then had 2 weeks off before playing in this regional tournament today. So, obviously, the pitching is going to be well rested. How sharp it's going to be, that's something that everybody has to deal with heading into this tournament. The COVID season and COVID scheduling for 2021 has presented challenges for everybody, but They got to play baseball. 40-game regular season schedule. Ended up with 4 games in the conference tournament. As mentioned, came from behind, won that thing, and now ready to roll. The only part of the field that needs servicing by the grounds crew is the pitcher's mound. It's the only dirt on this all-turf field. Even the base paths are turf. They're just colored brown instead of the green that you see everywhere else on this field. And for North Greenville, it's another opportunity to do something that Landon Powell has been aiming for since he took over a program that one story I was reading earlier labeled dormant when he took it over. And that's to try and get them into the Division II College World Series in Cary, North Carolina. Wingate, on the other hand, same goal, same mindset as they head into this one. So it should be a good one. And if the late inning drama of the first one is any indication, as I said at one juncture there, buckle up, because this tournament promises to be entertaining, to say the least. Waiting for Wingate to take the field after the work continues, or finishes up rather, on the mound. And we'll be ready to play baseball here momentarily. Mostly sunny. There are some clouds that are kind of scattered about. It's that time of year where really any afternoon you could have some pop-up thunderstorms. And the weather forecast is saying that as we go toward the weekend, there's a chance of some afternoon thunderstorms. And also that the weather is going to cool down a bit. In fact, we're headed towards upper 70s in the next day or so. And that is a stark contrast where we have been over the last almost full week. So, how it all plays out, we will wait and see. What we do know right now is that Wingate has taken the field and we are just about ready to play baseball. Right-hander Hunter Dula beginning his warm-ups on the mound here at Ray and B. Dillard Field. Dula, who also is an infielder when he's not pitching, 6'1", 200-pound redshirt junior out of Troutman, North Carolina. On the season, 6-1 with a 2.61 earned run average. This will be his 10th appearance, his 9th start. He has 4 complete games, 51 2/3 innings, 39 hits, 17 runs, 15 earned, has struck out 62, walked 15, and opponents are hitting .206 against him. So, Dula, a dual-purpose performer for his team, just like River Ryan was for UNC Pembroke in the first game, and he exited the mound after 6 innings with a 3-run lead, but his bullpen and his defense could not hold it, and they are now in the losers bracket tomorrow night. The matter at hand right now is the second game of 3 here today. And the throw goes down to second base, and we are ready to play baseball. Gary Octavio, Ethan Stringer, and John Michael Fail, the top third of the batting order for North Greenville, ready to go to work against Hunter Dula.
Crusaders, second baseman number 1, Gary Octavio.
Octavio, a left-handed batter, making his way to the plate. Pleasant greetings to home plate umpire Nate Starr and the opposing catcher Logan McNeely. A little bit of a shoulder waggle as he prepares to step in the box. He's there now, taps his left hand on top of his head, and he's ready to go. Hunter Dula looks in for the sign. And the right-hander winds and delivers, and the first pitch is taken for a strike, and the second game of this Southeast Regional is underway. 3:09 p.m. officially our first pitch time here this afternoon. If you keep score on such things, we are only 9 minutes behind the scheduled starting time. Hope that will hold true as we move our way through this one. Swing and a miss at a pitch up in his eyes, and Octavio is behind now. No balls and 2 strikes. 441 average. No homers. He knocked in 24 runs. He is a spark plug at the top of the batting order. When he gets on base, he's a threat. 16 stolen bases on the season. Behind in the count, no balls and 2 strikes here. Dula winds and the pitch, and it's high and away. Mentioned Nate Starr, the home plate umpire. John Bennett at first, Ryan McCraney at second. Kevin Flay, who worked the first game behind the plate, is the umpire down at third. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Octavio, leading it off. The unusual circumstance for North Greenville being the visiting team on its home turf. Dula's 1-2, and it's fouled straight back, a fastball. So it holds at a ball and 2 strikes. 89 degrees, our temperature here at first pitch. It is a warm one, and it's even hotter down there on that turf. Again, the 1-2. Strike 3 called on the inside corner, and Octavio has gone on strikes, and there's 1 out. Defensively for Wingate, Andrew McKay at first, McCann Mellett at second, Carson Simpson at short, Michael Dansky at third. And the outfield left to right, Jed Bryant, Justin Guy, Cameron Caraway, and Logan McNeely behind the plate. Now Ethan Stringer, 394 his average. Right-handed batter, 5 home runs and 42 runs batted in. Dula, even from the windup, works from the first base side of the rubber, and his first pitch is hit sharply, picked on the short hop by the third baseman Dansky, and his throw across in time to get Ethan Stringer, and quickly they are 2 down. Nifty little pick by Dansky down at third. And here's the guy with the monster numbers. John Michael Fail enters this game not only hitting .438, and remember these numbers are in 44 games, 21 home runs and 73 runs batted in. Batting with nobody on and 2 outs here in the top of the first inning, and Dula's first pitch to him is a good fastball, but a little bit low perhaps. Ball 1. Marek Kloop, the cleanup hitter in the on-deck circle, and with that, want to say hello to his father, Vladimir. Scott is tuned in from the Czech Republic. Fail takes that one low. 2 balls and no strikes. To go along with those 21 home runs, Fail has doubled 10 times and even has a triple. The 2-0 pitch to him, and he swings at one up in his eyes and comes up empty. 2-1. Two outs, nobody on. Dula trying to retire North Greenville in order here in the first inning. And the 2-1 pitch. In the air, foul and out of play, right field side. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Again, the 2-2, and it's fouled straight back. the count even to 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the break-even pitch. Breaking ball in the air down the right field line. That is deep. It is bending, and it is foul. Just missed extra bases. Little too much slice. And a long strike, and it's holding it 2-2. Fail taking his time getting back into the right-handed batter's box. Dula waiting patiently at the top of the mound. Now, right-handed batter settling back in. Again, the 2-2 pitch. And another foul out of play right side. So Dula throwing strikes. Fail wasting him. Making him work. The elbow protector came off of his left arm, and Fail had to take a moment to reattach it. The 2-2 one more time is a breaking ball that missed up and in. So Fail has come back to work the count full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Again, Marek Kloop waiting on deck. Dula takes his glove off, hitches at his belt. Now back up on top and ready for the payoff pitch to John Michael Fail. Nods the okay, the 3-2. And he wastes it. Just stayed alive. A breaking ball. So pretty good battle developing right here. Three balls and 2 strikes. Count holding. And again, the right-hander delivering. And it's high ball 4, breaking ball that stayed up. And that is a good plate appearance for John Michael Fail. Extends the inning for Kloop, who has had a fine season in his own right. 345, 12 homers, 47 runs batted in, and for a big guy who hits with power, 8 more walks than strikeouts, which is both impressive and, in this modern age of baseball, almost unheard of. But 30 walks, 22 strikeouts. And the first pitch is outside, ball 1. Outfield just about straight away. The center fielder guy maybe a step or 2 towards left for the right-handed batter. Infield deep, the exception of the first baseman McKay holding on the runner. 2 balls and no strikes. Kloop never exits the box. Dula taking forever between pitches. The 2-0. Up and in, ball 3. And it's 3 balls and no strikes. 330 down the lines here. 365 to the power alleys. 392 to straightaway center field. Symmetrical ballpark. Kloop ahead in the count, 3 balls and no strikes. Regular season, this was a count that North Greenville hitters would swing on with regularity. Landon Powell turning him loose on 3-0. Let's see what Kloop does here. He's taking all the way, and it's a strike on the inside corner, 3-1. So fastball count. Let's see if that's what Dula gives him. Time called at the plate. Now the right-hander ready to go. Short lead at first by Fail. The 3-1 pitch is a breaking ball. Strike 2 called on the inside corner. Kloop and everyone else associated with North Greenville thought that was inside, but the only opinion that matters is that of Nate Starr, and it's 3-2. So Fail will be running with 2 down. First baseman McCabe will back up and play behind him. Payoff with the runner going, and it's a breaking ball fouled straight back. So Fail will return to the bag, and we'll do it all over again. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Kloop waiting patiently for Dula to get back up on top of the rubber. Waving the bat around. Here it is with a runner going, and it's fouled straight back again. Out of play. Holding it 3-2. John Michael Fail getting a little workout in with 2 outs over at first base. So we'll do the payoff for the 3rd time. Here it goes. And it's in the air, shallow right, moving a bit towards the line is Caraway, still drifting, and makes the catch. And the inning is over. So the 2-out walk, and that's all. Nothing for North Greenville in the top of the first. We head to the bottom. McNeely, the top third of the batting order for Wingate. McCann-Mel, a left-handed batter, settles in. .329 average, 9 homers, 39 runs batted in. One of 2 seniors in the lineup for the Bulldogs, and Chapman's first pitch bounces up and over everybody onto the screen. Ball one. Jeff Gregory has had a very successful run in his 11th year. Ball hit deep into right center field, and just like that, it's a 1-0 ball game. 10th home run of the year for McCann Mellett. Chapman got one up, and Mellett hit it out near our camera shack out there in right center field. And just like that, it's 1-0 for Wingate. 10 homers, now 40 runs batted in. Heads up out there, boys. Michael Dansky, left-handed batter, hitting .327, takes that off the plate outside a ball. Fifth home run that Chapman has given up in 59 1/3 innings. There's a strike. And that's a pretty significant moment for McCann Mellett. He's one of 3 what you would call COVID seniors. There's a ground ball past a diving Monteith, drawn in at third for a base hit. Had a modified shift on. Monteith was playing almost between third and second, but drawn into the edge of the infield turf and couldn't get to it on the dive. But Mellett, one of 3 players who decided to come back, take advantage of the extra year for Wingate. And here he is in the Southeast Regional, leading off the first inning with a home run. Now Dansky singles, and here's Logan McNeely. Right-handed batting catcher, hitting .328 in Chapman's first pitch. A breaking ball in the inside corner. Throw to first, and runner dives back. Chopped up the middle. Here comes Angeli, the shortstop. Flip to second for one. Octavio's throw to first in time, and that is a nifty 6-4-3 double play. Angeli had to come a long way to get it, and then Octavio had to get rid of it right now on the turn, and they did. So 2 outs, bases empty. 24th double play turn by the North Greenville defense. First pitch to Bryant, misses, ball one. .252 batter. Leads the team, or second on the team in homers with 7. And now third in RBIs, or tied for second, depending on how you want to look at it, with 38. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-0. Wingate on top. The leadoff home run here in the bottom of the first inning by McCann Mellett. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball in the dirt. It's 1-2. Chapman trying to get Bryant here, and instead Bryant turns on one and lifts it down the left field line. Long run for Stringer, but it's out of play. Holding it a ball and 2 strikes with Gary Christopher on deck. Chapman again pitching, and a breaking ball, strike 3 called. Inning is over. Bryant checked, cost him anyway. So they get the run on the home run. by Mellett. There were a total of 2 hits, no errors, and nobody left. And after an inning, it's Wingate on top, 1-0.
Visit NCAA.com/game programs for an inside look at today's championship. NCAA social media. Tell the world you're here. Share your experiences, connect with other fans, and gain behind-the-scenes access to your favorite teams. For more information, visit ncaa.com/social.
If there was anyone I want to spend about 100 days with, laying in the yard, staring up at the stars, wondering where all the planes went.
Leading off for the Crusaders, DH number 20, Brady West.
Brady West leading it off for North Greenville here in the top of the 2nd inning, followed by Josh Center and Pat Monteith, 5, 6, and 7. West, left-handed batting DH. And Dula's first pitch to him is outside a ball. West, an interesting story. It's all world at the NAIA level, and his family moved into this area last fall or last summer, and he cold called Landon Powell wanting to know if there was a spot for him on the roster here. Landon put Google to good use, found his numbers, said, yeah, come on out and try out for us. And well, it's been a pretty good match. 346, 9 homers, 46 runs batted in. And he swings and fouls one in and out of the mid of the catcher, Logan McNeely. It's 1-2. Ball and 2 strikes. Pitch. And it's fouled out of play left side. Dula. It's one of the players for Wingate that they feel like has a good shot at getting drafted. He and Tommy McCullum, scouts, according to Jeff Gregory, have been coming to see season long. Here's the 1-2, and it's ripped into right field, a base hit. Over to get it is Cameron Caraway. First hit for North Greenville, and Brady West aboard, leading off the 2nd inning. Got an email address if you'd like to drop us a line and check in. And for those of you in the North Greenville fan base, it's a little different than the one that I used in the games I did back in February and March, because I do the Greenville Drive minor league games. Just going to use that one. drivebooth@yahoo.com. drivebooth@yahoo.com. We like to play our long distance viewer/listener of the game. Whoever you're rooting for, if you don't have a rooting interest at all, we'd love to hear from you. Here's Josh Center, and he fouls the first pitch back, 0-1. He got off to a slow start this year, but man, did he come on like gangbusters. Closed out the season in the conference tournament hitting .370 with 6 homers and 39 runs batted in. 9 doubles and a triple, and the guy can flat play some center field. Right-handed batter. West a decent lead at first. And Dula's 0-1 is upstairs, an off-speed pitch. 1 ball and 1 strike. Nothing. Wingate on top on a home run by McCann Mellett, leading off the bottom of the first inning. Dula ready with the 1-1 pitch. Center shows bunt, takes it low, 2 balls and a strike. Infield looking for a double play ground ball. Outfield giving center a little bit of room in the gap in right center field. Strike on the outside corner, 2-2. Hunter Dilworth coaching down third for the Crusaders. Ryan Brown at first. Brady West leading off first, a leadoff single, the 2-2 pitch to Josh Center. And it's fouled out of play, first base side. After every pitch, Dula steps off the rubber, takes his glove off, hitches his belt, rubs up the baseball. Takes his time getting back in. After every pitch, Josh Center steps out, takes a practice swing or two. Right-hander finally ready, gets the sign. And the 2-2 pitch is a breaking ball hit high and deep. Left field. Back is Bryant. It's gone. Goodbye. Home run. Breaking ball that hung, and Josh Center didn't miss it. His 7th of the year. And North Greenville jumps out on top 2-1. RBIs 40 and 41 for the center fielder.
Bring up the third baseman, number 5, Pat Monty.
So that'll bring Pat Monty to the plate. New supply of baseballs delivered to home plate umpire Nate Starr out of the Wingate dugout. Monteith, a freshman, did not start the year at third base, but he pretty much took over that position on a regular basis about the middle of March. Replay, you get another look at that ball sailing out of here off the bat of Josh Center. 327 average, 6 homers, 26 RBIs for the freshman. And beyond that, maybe the most incredible number on his stat line, swing and a miss. 41 walks and just 29 strikeouts. So the batting average, the 41 walks, it all equates to an on-base percentage of an astronomical .606. No balls and 2 strikes to him here. Dula pitching. And strike 3 called, a fastball in the outside corner, and Monteith is gone. 1 out. Second strikeout for the right-hander.
That'll bring up the first baseman, number 21, Jordan Holiday.
Now Jordan Holiday. First baseman at 292. And he takes ball one low. So each team has scored in the early going and all the runs via the long ball. McCann Mellett's solo shot for Wingate at the bottom of the first. A 2-run homer for Josh Center here in the top of the second. 2-1 North Greenville. Ball and a strike to Holiday. He's homered 5 times and driven in 20 runs. Up and in, 2-1. Right-handed batter waiting. Dula gets the sign and brings the 2-1 plateward. And it's in the air. Right field, moving towards right center is Airway. Now coming in a bit, makes the one-handed grab, and there are 2 down.
That'll bring up the shortstop, number 7, Doug Angeli.
Now Doug Angeli, you know you've got a pretty potent lineup when your number 9 hitter's hitting .359. 6 homers and 34 runs batted in. Talked to all of the coaches about varying things ahead of this tournament, and one question I asked was adversity. What was the biggest adversity that you had to overcome? And most of them talked about COVID and in different ways. And Landon Powell said that with an expanded roster, because of the number of players who were allowed to come back and get an extra year, rosters could expand. And with the Division II schedule being cut, at least in Conference Carolina, down to 40 games instead of the normal 50, it was difficult to get the number of innings for players that they normally would have gotten. More players, fewer games, and especially when it came to the pitching staff. No balls and 2 strikes to Angeli, and it's just off the plate outside, 1-2. But the depth of the pitching really showed itself in the conference tournament when North Greenville lost the opening round and then fought its way out of the loser's bracket to come back and win the Conference Carolinas tournament. Here's the 1-2 pitch. And there's a shot back into center field. Guy going back. He's got it measured, makes the catch. And the inning's over. Angeli hit it hard, but Guy, no problem getting back to make the play. But the 2-run homer by Josh Center puts North Greenville on top. So we head to the bottom of the second. Crusaders up 2-1.
Grab your loved ones, or grab your love partner. And if you're by yourself, no worries. Just follow after me. Don't do the Tuesday. Grab your sweet heart and spin. Pull down and get back to the left and dip. Pull it down, take a sip. Pull it down, lean back to hit. Just having fun. To the left, to the right, to the right. Now take your left hand and put it on your side. Don't roll your shoulders, do slip and slide. This next part, my favorite part, is time to shine. Don't do the two-step, then count up. Grab a sweet heart and spin. Do the pull down and get it's something you can do. Slide to the left, slide to the right.
North Greenville on top, 2-1. Bottom of the second inning, 5, 6, and 7 for Wingate. Garrett Christopher. The DH leads it off, then Cameron Caraway and Andrew McKay. And Christopher, left-handed batter, takes it outside from Logan Chapman, a ball. You can go through an entire season. Matter of fact, I've gone through, this is my 17th season doing college baseball. So 16 previous seasons, never coming across anybody, first name or last name, Garrick, before this year. And you have 2 players in this game with the first name Garrick, 1 for each team. Chopper over the mound, and that's going to get into center field for a base hit. Third hit for Wingate. Christopher, leadoff base runner, and here's Andrew McKay.
That'll bring up the right fielder, number 31, Cameron Caraway.
I'm sorry, Cameron Caraway, and then Andrew McKay. And speaking of Garrett Christopher, his grandfather, Ron Christopher, was the longtime head baseball coach at Wingate in the 60s, part of the 70s, and then from the 80s into the 90s, a couple of different stints. Grandmother taught English at Wingate, so I guess that would make Christopher a legacy at Wingate, wouldn't it? No balls and a strike to the 246 hitting right fielder Cameron Carroll. Chapman working from the stretch, pitching, swinging a miss, good breaking ball down. It's no balls and 2 strikes. Short lead at first for Christopher. Pitch. Breaking ball in the dirt. 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes, and a throw to first base. Between games here, they lowered the flags out in right center field to half-mast and inquired as to why, and I think justifiable reason. Here's the 1-2 pitch, and it's down and in 2-2. It's because of the shootings that took place out in San Jose yesterday. And you're seeing the flags flying at half-mast, I'm sure, all over the country. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. Logan Chapman comes set, and his break-even pitch. High bounding ball towards Angeli at short. He'll go the short way to get the force out at second, and that's all they're going to get. It's a nice play by Angeli. Big turf bounce, had to go to his right to get it, and on the run, throwing back to second base to get the force of the lead runner, Christopher, for the first out of the inning. 6-4 on the out. Caraway safe at first on the fielder's choice, and now here's Andrew McKay. 280 hitter with 14 runs batted in. And that first pitch a little bit low, ball 1. Talked about the fact that this time of year you're always in danger of maybe some thunderstorms in the afternoon, but a little cold front coming in, and temperature is going to be trending downward over the next few days, and we've been in the low to mid 90s consistently for about a week now. Chopped foul, 1-1. Right now, the advanced forecast says that the high temperature tomorrow will be 87, 81 on Saturday, and 78 on Sunday. With your pretty standard forecast again of possibility of some afternoon showers, then thunderstorms. In the dirt, nice backhanded pick by John Michael Fail. It's 3-1.
Hey, let's go, Crusaders!
2-1, North Greenville on top, bottom of the second inning. As Ron White once said, we're moving at the speed of smell.
You got this, Pat!
2 balls and a strike to count. Chapman pitching. And it's hit fair, just inside the bag at third, toward the left field corner. Stringer chasing it. Coming to third and being held up there is the runner Caraway, and into second with his third double of the season is Andrew McKay, and Wingate has runners at second and third and one out. Boy, that thing just inside of, or maybe even right over the bag, but the third base umpire, Kevin Flay, emphatic that it was a fair ball. And Wingate now with the tying and go-ahead runs in scoring position here in the bottom of the second inning. Carson Simpson, the shortstop, will bat. Hitting .333 on the season. He's homered twice. He's driven in 27. Big opportunity here with his team down 2-1 early in this ball game. And time called at the plate. Nate Starr, the home plate umpire, banging his hands together, trying to hurry things along a little bit here. Chapman's first pitch, breaking ball, swing and a miss. And to his credit, Chapman works a bit faster than Hunter Dula, the Wingate starter, but I think right now, both of those guys, it would take him an hour and a half to watch 60 minutes. The 2-1. Swing and a miss. Chased the fastball down and in. I said 2-1. Actually, that was an 0-1 pitch. It's no balls and 2 strikes. Looking at the wrong spot on the scoreboard. The score is 2-1 in favor of North Greenville, but Wingate runners at second and third and just one out. Number 8 hitter Carson Simpson in a no-ball, 2-strike hole. Chapman pitching and is grounded back through the middle into center field. A base hit. Tying run will score. McKay rounding third. He will score standing up. 2-run single for Carson Simpson, and Wingate jumps back on top, 3-2. 0-2 pitch, and he hit it right back over the mound. RBIs 28 and 29 for the Bulldogs shortstop. And they go back up on top, 3-2. Here's the number 9 hitter, the center fielder, Justin Guy. .268 batter. A home run and 14 RBIs, and the first pitch to him is bounced foul down to the far end of the third base dugout. I can see right now that I am going to have to stop by the broadcast booth at Fluor Field and get both my binoculars and my little desk fan. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball. No balls and 2 strikes. This is where Chapman was on Carson Simpson and gave up a 2-run single on an 0-2 pitch.
Hey, you got this, Logan!
Now ready with the 0-2. Nope, he'll throw to first instead. First game today. Mount Olive scored 4 unearned runs in the bottom of the 8th inning to come back and beat UNC Pembroke 7-6 to advance in the winner's bracket. Strike 3 swinging. Foul tip into the mid of John Michael Fail. 2 down. Second strikeout for Chapman, and now back to the top of the order for McCann Mellett, who homered his first time up, leading off the top of, or the bottom of the first inning for Wingate. So Mount Olive will play the winner of this game tomorrow afternoon in the scheduled 3 o'clock start. And UNC Pembroke losing in the 6-team bracket. Swing and a miss on a good breaking ball down. They get to face the winner of the next game, top seeded Catawba, number 6 seed Columbus State. That'll be at 7 o'clock tomorrow night. The loser of this one and the loser of that one will play the 11 a.m. game tomorrow in an elimination round. Ball and 1 strike as that pitch missed low and away. Like a lot of coaches these days, Jeff Gregory doesn't coach on the base paths as the head coach, but he does flash all the signs to his hitters from the dugout. Runner at first goes. Breaking ball's taken low and away. Fell's throw is not in time. Well, I tell you what, he took a pitch that by all rights the still should have been easy for Simpson, a breaking ball down and away, and he made that awfully close out at second base. But for Carson Simpson, his 10th steal of the year, he's only been thrown out once. He's in scoring position with 2 outs. 2-1 the count to Mellett, and the pitch, swing and a miss. 2 balls and 2 strikes. So with Gregory doing all of the signs from the dugout, and basically that makes his third base coach, Jacob Rand, a little more than a traffic cop out there. 2-2 on the left-handed batting second baseman for Wingate. They've scored twice in the inning to go up 3-2 here in the bottom of the second. The pitch. And a line drive over Octavio into right field, a base hit. They're going to bring the runner around. The throw is offline and cut off from Marek Kloop, and it's a 4-2 Wingate lead. Second hit, his second run batted in. It's a 3-run inning for Wingate. Now Michael Dansky, who singled in the first inning, but then was erased on the front end of a 6-4-3 double play. He's swinging at the first pitch and lifts it into left field. Stringer moving toward the line. Makes the play, and the inning is over. 4 hits in the inning, 3 runs. And after 2 complete, Wingate on top of North Greenville, 4-2.
The potential to undermine the integrity of sports contests and jeopardizes the welfare of student athletes and the intercollegiate athletics community. For more information, go to don'tbetonit.org.
They're just we're up.
Of the third inning, North Greenville coming to bat, trailing at 4-2. Top of the order, Octavio, Stringer, and Fail. Octavio struck out looking, leading off the game. His mother and father came in from Hawaii for this regional and hoping to stay for a College World Series trip to Cary, North Carolina. Garrick knew they were coming. He did not know that his sisters and other assorted family members were coming. And Mama Cheryl documented all of it online and with videos and all sorts of things. Got a chance to see the surprise moment when he saw his entire family there. It was a nice moment for the young man they call the Flying Hawaiian. 1 ball, no strikes to him. A wind in the pitch. And it's fouled out of play. And when the Octavios visit, they come bearing gifts, and the announcer was no exception today. Got a nice little bag of macadamia nut treats, nuts and cookies and everything else. One ball, one strike. Dula brings it. Octavio shows bunt, takes it outside. A little bit high, 2-1.
Take your pitch, Gary.
Speaking of
Hey, you got this, Gary.
Gary Octavio, got an email from his Aunt Peggy and the family members who could not make it from Hilo. There's a fly ball to the left. Backing and moving toward the line is Jed Bryant to make the play, and there's one out. Nice to hear from them. At email address drivebooth@yahoo.com. Drivebooth@yahoo.com. Now Ethan Stringer. Kind of like a college player in 2021 who has Stevie Wonder's superstition as he comes to play his walk-up music. Swing and a miss. And it leads you to believe there might be some hope for the future after all. 4-2, Wingate on top here at the top of the third inning. Hunter Dula winds in the 0-1 pitch. Fouled out of here, first base side. It's 0-2 to Ethan Stringer, who bounced to third his first time up. Yeah, different schools, different states obviously have different level of COVID protocols. Just give you an idea of what Wingate had to go through. Daily protocols of completing symptom questionnaires, temperature checks, weekly testing, a period in the fall where they were halted from activities as a university. Of course, the season started later than normal, adjusting to a different conference schedule, playing 4 games on the weekend, hybrid classes. And, of course, they'd never been through it before, so there was no playbook to follow for any of these teams. But head coach Jeff Gregory says he believes that his team learned and understood the challenges that they had to deal with and were fantastic in responding to them. Fouled out of play right side. One ball, 2 strikes. Stringer hanging around. John Michael Fail in the on-deck circle. Dula's 1-2. Breaking ball lined into left field. That ball will be caught by Jed Bryant, moving towards left center, angling in a bit, hung up long enough for him to get over and make the play, and they're 2 down.
Number 13, John Michael Fail.
Now John Michael Fail, who drew a 2-out walk in the first inning. Talked about his numbers. 21 homers, 73 RBIs in 44 games coming into this one. He's a guy that Landon Powell termed a late bloomer. And because of that, he ends up at North Greenville instead of maybe playing at one of the Power 5 conferences. They expect this guy next month to be drafted inside the first 10 rounds.
All right, you're singing now, John Mike. Now focus. You can do it.
No balls and a strike to him. Dula trying to set North Greenville down in order here in the top of the third inning. Misses low and away, 1-1. Four to 2, Wingate on top. Top of the third, 2 outs, nobody on for North Greenville. Right-hander winds in the 1-1 pitch. Backs him off the plate with a fastball inside. 2-1. Sun has dipped in behind a cloud, which if for no other reason than the glare in the broadcast booth, that's a good thing. The 2-1. In the air down the right field line. He hit that ball a ton. If it's fair, it's gone. It's fair, and it's gone. Home run. Number 22 for John Michael Fell stayed just inside the foul pole down the right field line. And the Crusaders back within one at 4-3. RBI 74 for the North Greenville catcher. His first plate appearance in the first inning, he hit a ball like that stayed in the park and just hooked or just sliced foul at the last minute, or it would have been extra bases. This one stayed just straight enough to get out of here. Now Marek Kloop, who flied to right his first time up. So Dula, who had given up 4 home runs in 59 and a third innings coming into play today, has given up 2 in the first 2 and a third of this one. Counting for all 3 North Greenville runs. 2 balls and no strikes to Marek Kloop. I spoke too soon about the Sun. It's kind of the announcer's jinx, you know. If the game's moving quickly, you don't comment on how quickly the game's moving. I think it's maybe the same thing with the weatherman. 2-0 pitch. Strike on the outside corner, 2-1. Brady West on deck. Top of the third inning. John Michael Fell's 2-out solo home run has pulled North Greenville within 1, 4-3. Second game on this opening day of Southeast Regional play. 6 teams here. 1 of them will advance to the Division II College World Series next week in Cary, North Carolina. Pitch a little bit low. 3-1. So Dula retired the first 2. Octavio and Stringer on fly balls to left, but fail homers, and now 3-1 on Marek Kloop. The pitch, and it's ball 4 high. Second walk issued by the right-hander.
That'll bring up the DH number 20.
And the inning will continue for Brady West, who singled his first time up, and he was on base when Josh Center hit the 2-run home run. I'll go into a bit of a shift on him. The second baseman, Mellett, 4 or 5 steps back on the outfield turf. The shortstop, Simpson, almost behind the second base bag. And playing him to pull in the outfield. 1 ball, no strikes. That pitch missed badly outside. 4-3. North Greenville trailing it as they bat here top of the third. Wind beginning to pick up again. Dula's 1-0, and he misses outside. It gets off the glove of the catcher. A late break by the runner, but the catcher, McNeely, throws it into center field. See if they score that a wild pitch or a pass ball. That almost has to be a pass ball. Nope, they've scored it a wild pitch. So the tying run in scoring position now with 2 outs, and pitching coach Dusty White will come out to the mound to talk to his right-hander. You're talking about Dula being a young man whose scouts have been watching all season, and he's got a big-time arm, no question about that. His older brother, Chris, played for Catawba, who, of course, is the #1 seed in this tournament, and then went on to play professionally for a while. So Hunter Dula comes from good bloodline. Meeting over. Two balls and no strikes on Brady West. And waiting on the home plate umpire, Star, to get his mask back on. Now he says, let's go. Right-hander comes set, backward glance at second, the 2-0, and it's a strike on the outside corner, 2-1. Tying run at second base with 2 outs. Duel is 2-1 to West. In the air, down beyond third, foul, and that will twist out of play. Two balls, 2 strikes.
You can do it.
All right, Kloop at second base. He walked after the fail home run. Moved up on a wild pitch. The 2-2. Outside ball 3. Josh Center in the on-deck circle. This will be the 70th pitch of the afternoon for Hunter Dula. 2 outs deep into the top of the 3rd inning. The payoff. And West pops it up out behind second base to shortstop. Simpson was shading him that way and makes the catch as he drifts to the first base side of the bag, and the inning is over. We saw the 2 starters in the first game today go 112 and 120 pitches respectively, and neither got a decision. A run on the home run by John Michael Fail, and in the middle of the 3rd, it's Wingate 4 and North Greenville 3.
For the Bulldogs, catcher number 18, Logan McNeely.
3, 4, and 5 for Wingate here in the Bottom of the third inning, Logan McNeely leads it off. He bounced into a double play his first time up, and Logan Chapman's first pitch to him is low for a ball. McNeely, Bryant, and Christopher. Ground ball to second. Octavio gobbles it up, throws him out. Quickly one down.
Battering the left fielder, number 12, Jed Bryant.
Now Jed Bryant struck out looking for the final out of the first inning. And that pitch just off the outside corner of ball. Chapman working quickly, winds and delivers, and the breaking ball down and in. The 2-0. Swing and a miss. Actually a foul tip into the mid of John Michael Fail. 2-1. And that was chopped foul. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Not only do you have pitchers who are working slowly to cause these games to drag, there's strike 3 called. Although I will say Chapman with nobody on works rather quickly. 2 outs, Bryant down on strikes for the second time, both looking. But you have 2 teams. North Greenville averages almost 11 runs per game offensively. Wingate averages almost 8 runs per game offensively. So a lot of factors can go into extending game times. Here's a line drive down the left field line. That's going to be in for a hit and extra bases. Christopher on his way to second, as Stringer will have trouble getting it out of the corner. Finally does and gets it back in towards third base. But a 2-out opposite field double for Gary Christopher. He's 2 for 2. His 7th double of the year.
That'll bring up the right fielder, number 30.
And the inning will continue for Cameron Caraway, who reached on a fielder's choice and scored a run in the last inning. First game today took 3 hours and 34 minutes to play. The worst that I have seen this year, and I've done coming into today a total of 14 college games plus now doing the Greenville Drive. The absolute worst that I've seen this year was a Big Ten game. And they were playing in pod play at Fuller Field at the West End. I believe it was Michigan and Northwestern. A 9-inning baseball game that took 4 hours and I think 12 minutes to play. A 9-inning game. There's strike 2 called. Came here. That was on a Sunday. Came here on a Tuesday to do a Southern Wesleyan and North Greenville game. Southern Wesleyan pitching walked 17 hitters in the game, and it was still 30 minutes quicker than that Big Ten game. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Down and away with a breaking ball. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Four-three. Wingate on top. Bottom of the third. Bulldogs have a runner at second and 2 outs. Logan Chapman trying to keep him off the board and keep the deficit at 1. Cameron Caraway trying to extend the lead. Here's the 2-2 pitch to the right-handed batter. And a chopper over the mound. Charging is Octavio, who was shading him up the middle. Sets and throws from the infield turf in front of the second base bag, and the inning is over. So the 2-out double, and that's all. We've played 3 complete here at North Greenville, day 1 of the Southeast Regional for Division II.
CDC guidelines,
and it is a 4-3 Wingate lead. Back in a moment.
At today's event. However, attendees who are not vaccinated are encouraged to still wear a mask. And as always, in order to help keep NCAA championships safe, please remember to wash and sanitize your hands frequently at today's event.
Hey, let's go, Crusaders! Let's get it wound up! Let's go, Josh! You got
Leading off the Crusaders, center fielder number 19, Josh Center.
3 inning totals for Wingate, 4 runs on 7 hits, no errors. And for North Greenville, 3 runs, 3 hits, and no errors. Josh Center hit a 2-run home run his first time up. He leads it off here in the 4th inning. 6, 7, and 8, Center, Monteith, and Holiday against Hunter Dula. Right-hander winds and delivers, and the first pitch is popped foul out of play left side.
Hey, you got this, Josh! You got this! You can do it!
Center's home run, no doubter to left, his 7th of the year, now 41 runs batted.
Crusaders!
Well, they are playing him like he's not going to pull Dula again. That was a breaking ball that hung that he hit out of here in the first inning, but they're giving him all the room he wants out in the left center field. I mean, just acres of room out there. The center fielder, Justin Guy, way towards the cap in right center. 1 ball, 1 strike to him. Pitch. And it's line caught by the second baseman, Mellett. Moving off to his right, reaching above his head, and there's 1 out. Center hit that ball hard.
That'll bring up the third baseman, number 5, Pat Monteith.
Now Pat Monteith, who took a called 3rd strike back in the 2nd inning.
Hey, you can do it, Pat! Find a gap, Pat. Base hit.
First pitch to him is a little bit upstairs, ball 1. 4-3, Wingate leads it here, top of the 4th inning.
Hey, let's go.
The 1-0 pitch. High and outside with the fastball. 2 balls and no strikes.
Let's go, Patrick. Base hit.
No surprise with the numbers that we talked about before that Pat Monteith was voted the freshman of the year by his teammates at North Greenville. The 2-0. That ball's hit pretty well back into left center field. On the run is Bryant. He'll get over, though, and just short of the warning track will make the catch. And they are 2 down. Monteith hit it well, but didn't get it all.
Up to the plate, first baseman, number 21, Jordan Holiday.
Now here comes as far as I know, the only player on either team who has tied the knot. Jordan Holiday, the married first baseman for North Greenville, takes a strike on the outside corner. He flied to right his first time up.
Yeah, let's go, Holly.
Duelist 0-1 on the inside corner. No balls and 2 strikes. Should Holiday reach, Doug Angeli would bat. Top of the 4th inning. 2 outs, nobody on.
Let's go, Jordy.
The 0-2 pitch. Change up in the dirt. 1-2. Giving Holiday a bunch of room out in left center field as well. One-two pitch. Popped out into shallow right center. The second baseman Mellett going back and calling, and he'll make the catch. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for Hunter Dula. 3 up and 3 down, middle of the 4th. Wingate maintaining its 4-3 lead over North Greenville.
I get up, I get down, and I'm jumping around. And we're on this rock, it's a comfortable night. Been a heck of a ride, but I'm thinking it's time to go. So I got in a little across from the park, rocking rock in my fridge, still I'm not feeling right. Been a heck of a ride, but I'm thinking it's time to go. Here we go. It's a comfortable night. Heck of a ride, but I'm thinking it's time to go. Man, I'm up to something. Ooh-dee-da-dee-do, thank you all for coming. I hope you like the show, cause it's on the budget. So ooh-dee-da-dee-do, yeah, here we go, here we go.
Steamy day here in Tigerville, South Carolina. Opening day of the Southeastern Regional for NCAA Division II. 6 teams here. 1 of them will advance to the College World Series in Cary, North Carolina next week.
First baseman number 33.
Wingate comes to bat here in the bottom of the 4th inning. They lead it 4-3, bottom third of the order, against Logan Chapman, Andrew McKay, Carson Simpson, Justin Guy. McKay doubled and scored his first time up, and he takes that pitch in the dirt, ball 1. Wind in the pitch. And again, he bounces one up there. If I had any sense at all, I would keep this ice cold water that I have out of the sunshine, wouldn't I? I'm good. You've known me for a long time. You know if I had any sense at all was a loaded statement. Here's the 2-0. Fastball in there for a strike, 2-1. Plenty of evidence to the contrary is all I'm saying. 4-7-0 for Wingate, 3-3-0 for North Greenville. Strike 2 called on the inside corner, and Chapman's come back to even it up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. It's 52 pitches now here on the first batter of the fourth inning. And that one's lifted back into left center field. Center on the run, coasting over, and he makes the catch and made it look easy. Long, loping strides. Running into the gap, he got there with no trouble at all, one down.
That'll bring up the shortstop, number 3, Carson Simpson.
Now Carson Simpson, who has driven in 2 of their 4 runs, he hit an 0-2 pitch right back through the middle into center field for a base hit that scored Caraway and McKay. Back in the second inning, takes a breaking ball for a strike from Chapman. The 0-1, that breaking ball outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. And outside again, 2-1. There's a strike. Good breaking ball. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Monteith at third, playing deep and a couple of steps toward the line. Here's a 2-2 pitch. And that's popped up. Shallow right. Toward the line is Kloop. He'll make the one-handed grab, and they're 2 down. So 2 quick outs, and here's the number 9 hitter, Justin Guy. Guy struck out swinging his first time up. Chapman has struck out 3. Has not walked a batter. He has given up 7 hits, but has retired 3 in a row and trying to knock off Wingate in order for the first time in the game. Misses with a breaking ball outside, 1-0. And upstairs with that fastball, 2 balls and no strikes. Here's a strike. 2-1. Leadoff hitter McCann Mellett in the on-deck circle. 2-1 pitch. Crowded in the hole into left field for a base hit. Angeli diving, moving off to his right, couldn't get there. 8 hits now for Wingate. And the inning will continue for Mellett, who is 2 for 2, a solo homer and an RBI single in his first 2 trips to the plate.
McCann Mellett.
Now let's see if they'll try to generate something here. Justin Guy, 2 stolen bases in 4 tries. They'll go into the shift with Angeli moving to the first base side of second, Octavio in the hole and playing out in short right field. Monteith moves over to almost the straightaway shortstop position. 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0. Shortened up the bunt. He was thinking about taking advantage of that wide open space on the third base side, but the breaking ball was down low. 2 balls and no strikes. Second game of the day. The first one was Mount Olive coming back to beat UNC Pembroke 7-6. Runner goes. Pitch is taken for a ball. Fails throw is not in time. And that's the 3rd stolen base of the year for Justin Guy. He's in scoring position with 2 outs, and now 3 balls and no strikes on McCann Mellett. Another left-handed hitter and Michael Dansky waiting on deck. Chapman a backward glance at second, the 3-0. On the outside corner, 3-1.
It's Kmart time, Logan.
So they stay in the shift.
Blue lights.
Monteith has moved a little bit
There you go.
closer to third, and a lot of room out in left center field the other way for Mellett. The 3-1 off speed had him out in front, and he fouled it away, 3-2.
That's two.
Now, Octavio is playing so far out in the outfield turf as a second baseman. He and Marek Kluk can almost shake hands,
You got this.
and that's only a slight exaggeration, although he has moved in 3 or 4 steps now with the count 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Hey, let's go 4-0.
See if Chapman can come all the way back here on McCann Mellett. Checks the runner at second. And the payoff. And he stays alive with a foul ball pulled down beyond the first base dugout. Three and two.
You got this, Logan.
So try the payoff again. And instead they're going to throw back to second. He throws it into center field. Getting up and coming on to third is Guy. And a throwing error by Logan Chapman advances the runner 90 feet.
Come on, Logan.
I mean, he was
Focus.
not going to get him anyway, but that throw was badly off target. To the third base side of the bag, no shot for Octavio.
Away now.
And now a wild pitch or a pass ball gets a run in. Here again, the 3-2. And a foul tip, and Fell couldn't hold it. Lost his glove, shaking out his left hand. They'll do it all over again. Another 3-2 pitch coming with 2 outs. Here it is. And it's fouled out of here again. It's a pretty good battle here. 4 times he has thrown a 3-2 pitch, 4 times. Mellett has fouled him off.
Hey, let's go, Chappie.
Runner at third, 2 down. Again, the 3-2. Strike 3 called. He dropped a breaking ball in the outside corner, and the inning is over. Well, that's a huge pitch in that situation. 4th strikeout for Logan Chapman, none bigger than that one. A hit, an error, a runner left. And after 4 complete, it remains Wingate on top, 4-3.
I'm one of the greatest, ain't no debating on me. God gave him love and they end up hating on me. She told me she love me and she can wait. If I go for your love and I run it down on my patience, need someone to hug and took it back to the basics. You see what you got me out here doing? I might have threw me up, but can't nobody stop the move. Let's go, left foot, right foot, levitate. Pop stars, doing it moving. I had to lace my shoes for all the blessings I was chasing. If I ever slip my body to a better situation, so catch up, go with some cheese on the get better. They always leave me for the trying together. Well, I'm on my shoulders, I get my head up. Now, baby, stand up. Cause girl, you.
Top of the 5th inning, 9-1-2 for North Greenville against Hunter Dula. You can tell I've been in South Carolina for 22 years now, because it's very hard for me not to call Hunter Dula Shell Dula, who was the legendary Greenwood High School football coach for, I don't know, 8,000 years, however long he was there. So far, so good. Doug Angeli. And then back to the top of the order for Garrick Octavio and Ethan Stringer. Angeli flied to center his first time up.
Hey, let's go, 7.
Hunter Dula pitching with a 4-3 lead as we hit the top of the 5th inning. His first pitch to Angeli is inside a ball. 7 o'clock game tonight or thereabouts. Hopefully in the same area code anyway.
Let's go,
Number 1
7.
seed
Let's go,
Catawba.
Doug.
Number 6 seed Columbus State. And now time called as Landon Powell comes out and wants an offensive conference, I think, with his... Oh, no, actually he wants the umpires to get together. I think he believes that ball hit Doug Angeli.
What that's about.
Now, whatever
Pardon?
the question is, 2 of the umpires are talking with Landon Powell right now, and whatever he wanted, he's not getting satisfaction on. So, now, the 2 other umpires are going over and talking to Jeff Gregory, and now they're looking at something with Hunter Dula. Checking around the belt area. I wonder if Landon thinks that maybe he was putting a foreign substance on the ball and wanted him to check. That's a big thing in the big leagues right now. Supposedly trying to crack down on pitchers using pine tar and other things to give them a better grip, which leads to more rotations and better breaking stuff. And I just can't help but wonder, because, and Landon has to see the same thing I've seen. I've mentioned it 2 or 3 times, that between pitches, he'll almost invariably take his glove off, hitch his pants, rub up the baseball. I wonder if A, he thought he's doing something, or if B, maybe playing a little mind game. Whatever it was, he got him to check something. Angeli fouls that pitch off. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Right-hander brings it plateward and chopped over the mound, backhanded by the second baseman Mellett near the bag. He straightens up and throws, and Angeli's retired, 1 down. Shading him up the middle a bit. Made a nice play to his backhand side. And now we go back to the top of the order for Garrick Octavio, who was struck out
Back to the top of the order,
and flied to left in 2 times up.
Octavio.
Wingate on top, 4-3, top of the 5th inning.
Let's go, Octavio!
Left-handed batter settles in, and
Let's go, Gary. You got this.
Dula ready to work on him. First pitch is in there for a strike.
Hey, let's go, Gary. You got
4-8-0 for the Bulldogs, 3-3-1 for North Greenville. Dula's 0-1. Big swing,
You got it, Gary. You
foul
can
ball
do it.
back. It's no balls and 2 strikes. Mentioned there about 300 chair back seats. Not even in what you would necessarily call a semicircle behind home plate.
You can do
But
it,
there's
Gary.
plenty of grassy area here, hillside, and got a bunch of people sitting up on the top along the first base side in lounge chairs, umbrellas,
Way to what?
Some in chairs, some sitting on the grass, some blankets. It's a nice place to watch baseball. And I harken back again to first time I came here a number of years ago. None of this that we're in now was here. Ball and 2 strikes. Dula pitching. And Octavio staying alive with a foul ball straight back. This program has been energized with Landon Powell's arrival as head coach. This is 7th season. What they've done here as far as upgrading the facility, it's just amazing. Really got it rolling at the Division II level, like a lot of these schools do. And the fact that they're here in this tournament, no accident. The 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball in the dirt, and it gets away. 2-2. But again, I referenced a story that I read earlier today that from back in 2018 when they hosted the regional here. And the story then was about Landon resurrecting a program they described as dormant. And a tight one here. Hosting the regional as the number 4 seed. Down a run in the top of the 5th inning. 2-2 on Octavio, the leadoff hitter with 1 out, break-even pitch. And that one is popped down into shallow center field. Guy looked for a moment like he was having trouble locating it, but makes the catch with no trouble, and they're 2 down. I touched on this briefly in the first game about why a number 4 seed in a 6-team tournament is hosting as opposed to the number 1 or maybe the number 2. And I asked that question of some folks here, and the top 2 reasons given, one being that North Greenville was hosted recently, so the staff was well equipped and knew what to expect and ready to do it. But even more so than that, as Ethan Stringer shows bunt and takes a ball, COVID protocols in the state of South Carolina are less restrictive than they are in North Carolina. So that put this facility at the top of the list. And then you throw in the fact that with the exception of the pitcher's mound, there's no dirt here. So rain, by and large, is not going to be an issue. You just have to wait it out. But when it's done, they uncover the mound and you play. All of those things conspiring together here in 2021 to give North Greenville a chance to host in a year, and then otherwise they may not have.
Hey, let's go, Biggie.
But it's a program that's been ranked highly all season long, as have a number of these teams. And we're expecting a good weekend of baseball. 3 balls and no strikes to Stringer with John Michael Fail on deck. 2 outs, nobody on. Top of the 5th inning, North Greenville batting down 4-3. Game 2 of 3 here on the opening day of the Southeast Regional. Dula winds in his 3-0 pitch. There's a strike, 3-1. If you're counting,
Hey, let's go.
and you should be,
Let's go. You got this.
that was pitch number 94 for Dula here in the top of the 5th inning. 3-1 to Ethan Stringer.
Right, face it, Ethan.
And the pitch. And ball 4 low. And Stringer draws a 2-out walk.
Good hustle, Holden.
For Dula, that's the 3rd walk.
The catcher, number 13, John Michael Fail.
He has struck out 2, and now he faces a guy who he has walked once and who hit a solo home run off of him last time up, John Michael Fail. Right down the right field line, just stayed fair, the opposite way for the right-handed batter. His 22nd home run of the season, and this his 45th game. I saw an incredible stat about Roger Maris in 1961, the year that he hit 61 home runs. First pitch for a fail, or to fail, is down low for a ball, a breaking ball. The first month of the season, Maris only hit 4 home runs, and then in the next 28 games, he hit 24 home runs. And that change come when Ralph Houck flip-flopped the batting order and moved Mickey Mantle behind him in the order. Moved Mantle to the cleanup spot and moved Maris into the number 3 spot. And both of them got going. And until Mantle had a hip issue that he compounded by visiting a questionable doctor and getting an injection that ended up sidelining him for the rest of the regular season, it was a question of which of the two was going to break Babe Ruth's single-season record. It ended up being Maris. 3 balls and no strikes to fail. But that was just an incredible number. 24 home runs in a 28-game stretch. And the summer of the M&M boys was off and running in New York. I am going to bet the ranch that if the ball is to John Michael Fell's liking, he is swinging at this 3-0 pitch. Here it is, and he is swinging, and he pops it up. Pitch up in his eyes, and it's going to be called by the third baseman, who for some reason called off the shortstop Simpson and drifted over and made the play, and the inning is over. So Fell swings on 3-0 and pops out. And we have reached the halfway point of this middle game of 3 today. Wingate still leading at 4-3.
Given so much to serve our country.
3 and 4 for Wingate here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Dansky, McNeely, and Bryant.
Let's go, Crew!
Bulldogs leading North Greenville 4-3. Dansky has singled and flied to left in 2 times up, and Logan Chapman's first pitch is an off-speed breaking ball swung on and missed. That was his 72nd pitch. The 0-1 breaking ball might look like a good pitch. Did not get the call in the outside corner. 1-1. Again, with the left-handed batter up, they go into the exaggerated shift. 1-1 pitch. Outside with a fastball. 2-1. There's a strike on the outside corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Hey, let's go, NCU!
3-2. And it's outside ball 4. So Dansky draws a leadoff walk here in the bottom of the 5th.
Double play time.
That'll bring up the catcher number 18, Logan McNeely.
Let's go, Chappie!
McNeely's bounced into a double play and grounded to second at 2 times up and takes a breaking ball low.
Hey, let's go, Chappie!
'Fly ball to center. Josh Center drifting back. Now he's got a beat on it, waiting for it to come down and makes the catch.
Good going, Josh!
And there's one out.
Left fielder number 12, Jed Ryan.
Jed Bryant has struck out looking twice. Four 3. Wingate on top as they bat here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Breaking ball in the inside corner.
Hey, let's go, Chappie!
0-1. Tapped foul over by the third base dugout. It's no balls and 2 strikes. Chapman with the come down and the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Took something off the breaking ball and had him way out in front.
That's it!
To the plate, DH number 50, Garrett Christopher.
Garrett Christopher has singled and doubled in 2 times up. Takes it outside a ball. Here's a big bounding ball to Octavio at second. He fields and throws. And the inning is over. So the leadoff walk, and that's it. Strand the runner, and after 5 complete, got a good one going on here. Wingate continues to lead it 4-3. We'll be back in just a moment.
NCAA championships. Their contributions help enhance the educational and athletic experiences of nearly 500,000 NCAA student athletes.
Sing aloud, we don't care what they say, no way, no way.
Crusaders, number 39, Marty Blue.
Marek Kloop leading it off here in the top of the 6th inning for North Greenville. Hunter Dula about to throw his 99th pitch of the game to begin the 6th inning, and it's a breaking ball for a strike to Kloop, who has flied to right and walked in 2 times up. Right-handed batter waiting. The 0-1. Fastball up and away. Two balls, or 1 ball and 1 strike. Ooh, and that one hit him. So, tying run aboard, leading off the top of the 6th inning.
That'll bring up the DH number 20, Brady West.
Brady West has singled and scored and popped out to short in 2 times up. Left-handed batter, and the first pitch to him is down and in a ball. That's outside, 2 balls and no strikes. Four-3 Wingate leading, but North Greenville here in the top of the 6th, leadoff man aboard. And 2 balls and no strikes on Brady West. Left-handed batter waggling the bat back and forth. Now waiting as Dula comes set and delivers. And there's a strike on the outside corner. 2-1. Josh Center on deck. Here's the 2-1. Lays off a fastball up, 3 balls and a strike. So a bit of a danger situation here if you are Hunter Dula. Your pitch count is up. You're 3-1 to a guy with a high average and some power. And the tying run at first in the 6th pitch. And it's ball 4, just missed outside. Logan McNeely held it there for a long time, but didn't get the call. The first 2 have reached for North Greenville. 3rd walk issued by the right-hander. And now Josh Center, who has hit a 2-run home run and has lined out sharply to the second baseman, Mellett. Right-hander starting to throw in the Wingate bullpen, and timeout is head coach Jeff Gregory on his way out to the mound. So let's see if he's going to stick with his number 1 starter or if he's going to make a move here. 106 pitches. And again, in the first game, we saw the starters go 112 and 120. And he's already signaled to the pen. Dula is done. So a break in the action and a new pitcher coming on for the Wingate Bulldogs. We'll take a break, come back and tell you who that is in just a moment. Stay with us.
But you don't look ashamed, and baby, I'm not scared. I'm singing about me. Everything is alright. I'll be the one to tell you that night. You want to leave, I can guarantee you won't find nobody else like me.
For the Bulldogs, number 28, Matt Kalari.
New pitcher for Wingate is right-hander Mac Kalari. He's a redshirt junior, 6'4", 180-pounder out of Hollywood, Florida. Kalari making his 13th appearance, his 7th in relief. He's 2-1 with a 376 earned run average, 40 2/3 innings, 34 hits, 21 runs, 17 earned, has struck out 41 and walked 20. So he comes on replacing Hunter Dula, who leaves after 5 innings and 2 batters. Not retire a batter here in the 5th, or in the top of the 6th. 3 hits, 3 runs earned, 4 walks, 2 strikeouts, hit a batter through 106 pitches, and the 2 runners on, Kloop at second and West at first, are his responsibility. So Shula is gone. And Josh Center, who, as we mentioned, has a 2-run home run and is lined out sharply to second base. Tying run at second for North Greenville. Go ahead run at first. Okay. And a bluff back to second base by Kalari. Here's the first pitch to center, and it's a breaking ball on the outside corner, a strike. Two on, nobody out. North Greenville down a run in the 6th, but threatening. And center rips one foul down by the batting cages beyond the third base dugout. No balls and 2 strikes. Pat Monteith in the on-deck circle. Big moment in the middle portion of this game here. Kalari with the 0-2, and it's outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Now time called. The catcher Logan McNeely looks into the first base dugout, does the rotating motion with his index finger, indicating he wants New signs flash to him that he will relay to his pitcher. And the right-hander ready with the 1-2 pitch. Here it comes. Outside, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two on, nobody out. Center waiting, and Kalari with the break-even pitch, and he struck him out swinging. A changeup off the plate and in the dirt outside, and center went fishing. 1 out. First strikeout for the right-hander, and the first batter he faced. Now Pat Monteith, who was struck out looking and flying out to deep left center field.
Monteith.
Now if you're Kalari, a ground ball at somebody could get you out of the inning. Kloop takes his lead at second, West at first. First pitch to the freshman Monteith is a breaking ball that stays upstairs, ball 1. Outfield just about straight away. Guy in center, maybe a step or 2 towards left center. Second baseman breaks to the bag, and Kalari will step off. Dansky at third, playing deep and a step or 2 toward the line. Bit of a hole on the left side. Pitch. Monteith takes a fastball for a strike. 1-1. One pitch. Outside corner a strike. It's 1-2. Ball and 2 strikes to count now on Pat Monteith. First and second. 1 out. Crusaders down a run here in the 6th, 4-3. Kalari on in place of the starter, Dula, pitching. Just missed the outside corner there. Tried to get him to chase another off-speed pitch, and he wouldn't. 2-2 the count. Good little crowd on hand here today. Well, it's just good to be heading back to the ballpark and there being people here. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Break-even pitch. And he stays alive with a foul ball chopped behind the plate. Four 8-0 for Wingate. 3-3-1 for North Greenville. All 3 of the Crusader runs have come via the home run. Center's 2-run homer. John Michael Fell's solo shot. Right now, a base hit ties the game. The 2-2. In the dirt outside, and a good stop by McNeely. Blocked it. It rolled back toward the mound. Saved a wild pitch that would have put both runners in scoring position. And now Monteith has battled back to run the count full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Right-handed batter waiting. Kalari, a backward glance at second, the payoff, and he struck him out swinging with a changeup, had him spinning way out in front. 2 outs, back-to-back strikeouts for Matt Kalari coming out of the bullpen, and now it's going to be up to Jordan Holiday if North Greenville is going to take advantage of this, what was a 2-on nobody out opportunity. Now it's 2 on, 2 outs. Holiday has flied to right and popped out to second at 2 times up. First pitch to the right-handed batter is down and away, a breaking ball. Five home runs on the season for Holiday. Landon Powell describes him as being what he calls country strong. Came in hitting .292 in the year. Ahead 1 ball and no strikes, 2 on, 2 out. And that's outside, 2-0. Holiday steps out, takes a big deep breath, now back in, taps the head of the bat on the plate once. Kalari off to the first base side of the rubber, gets a handful of dirt. Now from the extreme first base side of the rubber comes set, and his 2-0 pitch. Here it is, and it's chopped back over the mound. Here's the shortstop charging his running throw, and he got him. Little squibber off the end of the bat, had enough air to clear the pitcher, but Simpson, cutting between the second base bag and the mound, got to it and throws out Holiday easily, and the threat goes by the boards. Middle of the 6th, Wingate still on top, 4-3.
You know I try, but I don't just do well with apologies. I hope I don't run out of time, 'cause someone call a referee. 'Cause I just need one more shot and have forgiveness. I know you know that I made those mistakes maybe once or twice. Not once or twice, I mean maybe a couple of 100 times. So let me redeem myself tonight. 'Cause I just need one more shot, second chance. Is it too late now to say sorry? 'Cause I'm missing more than just your body. Is it too late now to say sorry? Yeah, I know that I let you down. Is it too late to say sorry now?
Leading off for the Bulldogs, right fielder number 31, Cameron Caraway.
I've been moving calm, start no trouble with me.
Bottom of the 6th inning, Logan Chapman still out there. And his first pitch misses inside to Cameron Caraway, leading it off here for the Wingate Bulldogs. And that one is hit high and deep down the left field line. It's hooking, and it is foul. Caraway thought he had one, but had a little too much hook to it. One ball, one strike. 2-1 now.
Hey, let's go, Crusaders! Got this!
Chapman delivers, swing and a miss. Pitch on the inner part of the plate. 2-2. Chopper to the left side. There's the shortstop, Angeli. Head high hop. He gets and throws and got him by a half stride. 1 out. Say this turf is springy would be an understatement.
First baseman number 33, Andrew McKay.
Get a lot of big bouncing balls off of it. Now McKay, who has doubled and scored and flied to center and 2 times up. Chapman's first pitch is pushed on a bunt first base side. Chapman can't get it. The pitcher, the first baseman does. But Chapman slow getting to the bag, and that's a bunt base hit for McKay. Put in just about the perfect spot because Chapman and Holliday both were converging on the baseball. And when Chapman couldn't get it, he tried to alter his course, and McKay just beat him to the bag for a bunt single. 9th hit for Wingate, and that's the 2nd for McKay. Now Simpson, a 2-run single and a fly ball to right. Checks his swing on a breaking ball, and on appeal, first base umpire John Bennett says he went too far. No balls and a strike. Just missed the inside corner with that one. 1-1. Runner goes. Pitch is swung on and missed. Fails throw is late, and that's a stolen base. McKay safe at second, and now Landon Powell wants to talk to the second base umpire, Ryan McCraney, who made the call. For McKay, that's his 6th stolen base. He's only been caught 1 time. So it's a brief conversation. And now here is the 1-2 pitch to Carson Simpson. And it's in the dirt, 2-2. John Michael Fell will walk out and talk to his pitcher for a moment. Now back behind the plate. And the 2-2. Strike 3 swinging on a breaking ball in the dirt. Two outs.
Center fielder number 1, Justin
Justin Guy. Guy has struck out swinging and singled in 2 times up. 4-3 Wingate on top. They've got a runner at second and 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Breaking ball from Chapman, strike 1. That was his 96th pitch of the afternoon. There is action down in the, or out, I should say, in the North Greenville bullpen. The left-hander warming up. The 0-1 breaking ball behind him. Got away from Chapman. 1 ball, 1 strike. Chapman gave up 1 in the first, 3 in the second, and since then has settled down. Trying to strand a runner at second base here. Swing and a miss, another good breaking ball. Once he got command of that, it's really made a difference in these last 4 innings or so. One and 2 on the number 9 hitter, Justin Guy. Carson Simpson at second, 2 down. Or McKay at second and 2 down, rather. Breaking ball, strike 3 swinging. It backed up on him. It was up and in, but Guy swung at it anyway. And the inning is over. So they strand the runner in scoring position. A hit, and that runner left. And after 6, it remains Wingate on top, 4-3.
We currently have it at the press box. To retrieve the cell phone, please come up to the press box. Thank you. Leading off the Crusaders, shortstop number 7, Doug Angeli.
6 inning totals for Wingate. 4 runs, 9 hits, no errors. They have stranded 5. North Greenville, 3 runs, 3 hits, error. They have stranded 5. Doug Angeli leads it off here in the 7th inning. 9-1-2 for North Greenville against Matt Kalari, who came on in the last inning with 2 on and nobody out and struck out back-to-back hitters and got Jordan Holiday to end the inning with a ground ball to short. Strike 1 to Angeli, who's 0 for 2. The 0-1 pitch. Fastball at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes. Angeli, Octavio, and Stringer. Trio due up here on the top of the 7th inning. The 0-2. Change up down. Well, he's got a good one. He's got good movement on it. From what I've seen, just when he came in the last inning, all that movement seems to be in a downward plane. And he throws it in any count. Again, the 1-2. Fastball swung on, hit in the air, back into left. Bryant going back, warning track. Wall reaches up and he makes the catch. Reached above the fence. And for all appearances, took one away from Angeli for the first out of the inning. He just kept drifting and drifting, got back there, didn't have to jump. But quite possibly took a home run away from Angeli that would have tied the game, 1 out. Put a star by that one just to remember it. Now Octavio, who's 0 for 3. A strikeout and a pair of flyouts. First pitch to him from the right-hander is in there for a strike. They give Octavio a lot of room the other way in left center field. The 0-1 to him. Strike 2 ball in the inside corner. It's behind now, no balls and 2 strikes. One out deep, top of the 7th. North Greenville batting, trailing it 4-3. Swing and a miss. Third strikeout for Kalari since coming on.
Left fielder number 4, Ethan.
2 down, and here's Ethan Stringer, who's 0 for 2 with a walk. Right-handed batter settling in. Kalari's retired all 5 batters he's faced. Breaking ball backs up on him for ball 1. John Michael Fail waiting on deck. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. 1 ball, 1 strike. Kalari peering from behind his glove to get the sign from Logan McNeely. The 1-1. Swing and a miss again. Again had him out in front, and it's 1-2. Stringer behind in the count, and now time is called at the plate. Now the right-handed batter in. Kalari's 1-2. Up down the third baseline. Here comes Dansky. Gets his running throw high and safe at first. Stringer can run. They have scored that an infield hit.
Number 13, John Michael.
Just the 4th hit of the game. I don't know, a good throw probably gets him, but it would have been a bang-bang play. Now John Michael fell. The home run he hit back in the 3rd inning set a new single-season school record. That was his 22nd, and he's done it in a shortened season. 74 RBIs now. Last time up, he swung at a 3-0 pitch and popped out the 3rd. First pitch to him from Kalari is a breaking ball in the inside corner for a strike. One on, 2 out. North Greenville batting down a run. Top of the 7th inning. The 0-1. Fastball in the outside corner of strike, and Fail finds himself in a big, big hole now at 0-2. Marek Kloop in the on-deck circle. Right-hander with the pause. The 0-2 pitch. Missed down and away. 1-2 to count. Outfield deep. Just about straight away for the right-handed batter. His home run right down the right field line back in the third inning. It came with 2 outs. He's up with a runner at first and 2 outs here. Kalari's 1-2 pitch. Nope. Time was called by the catcher, or asked for by the catcher, McNeely, and granted by home plate umpire Nate Starr right as Kalari started into his motion. Now the right-hander ready. And it's 1-2. And it's in the air, left center field. Guy drifting back to center fielder. He's got room and makes the catch. A couple steps shy of the warning track. And the inning is over. Well, Angeli just missed a home run. Fail sent him to the warning track there, but a couple of loud outs, and that's all. 7th inning stretch time. A hit, a runner left. Wingate still leads at 4-3. Dan Scott with you here at Ray and B. Dillard Field, bottom of the 7th inning. Wingate coming to bat, still leading at 4-3. Not been a run scored since John Michael Fell's solo home run with 2 outs in the 3rd inning. Cut the deficit to 4-3, and that's where we are. Bottom of the 7th, Logan Chapman still out there, just threw his 100th pitch of the game. It's to the leadoff hitter, McCann Mellett, and it was low for a ball. Mellett is homered, singled to drive in a run, and struck out. And that strikeout on a 3-2 pitch was a breaking ball in the outside corner with 2 outs and a runner at 3rd in the 4th inning. 2 RBIs, give him 41 in the season. He's ahead 2-0. Chapman pitching. Chop foul into the first base dugout. 2-1. Ball 3 as he missed outside. 3 balls and a strike.
get a base. Take him out,
And it's high ball 4, and that's how the bottom of the 7th begins. Second base on ball is issued by Logan Chapman.
Number 2, Michael Dansky.
The first one came leading off an inning back in the 5th, and he retired the next 3. Here's Dansky, who drew that walk in the 5th inning. He's 1 for 2 officially. Action continuing out in the North Greenville bullpen. Chapman from the stretch. Here's a bunt foul behind the plate. Jeff Gregory steps outside the front edge of the dugout on the first base side, flashes signs to hitter and base runner. And a throw to first by Chapman. No balls and a strike. Pitch. Just missed the outside corner. 1-1.
What do you need?
They never get too old.
Dansky wants his head coach to run through the signs again, so he obliges. Pitch. Breaking ball outside. Two balls and a strike. See if he's running again. He squares and he pops it foul, third base side, and count evens up at 2-2. So 1-run game in the late innings. The leadoff man aboard trying to get a bunt down. Unsuccessful. Let's see with the count 2-2 if he turns him loose here. Logan McNeely, the number 3 hitter on deck. And Chapman will throw to first again. The other thing you have to look out for is the idea that Mellett might be running, although he's only attempted 3 stolen bases all season. He's been successful twice. 2-2. He's not bunting. He lines it into left field, but playing him towards left center and making the catch with Stringer, and there's one out. Here comes Landon Powell. 109 pitches. That's probably going to be all for Logan Chapman. He's looking out to the bullpen, hasn't made the signal yet, and now he does. So breaking the action, new pitcher coming on for North Greenville, and we will tell you about him when we come back. Stay with us.
Attention fans, now pitching for the Crusaders, number 3, Tristan Hudson.
What this world needs is you already. People ain't afraid to take a stand. What this world needs is a little more respect for the Lord and the law and the working man. We can use a little peace and satisfaction.
pitcher for North Greenville is right-hander Tristan Hudson. Redshirt junior, 6'3", 185-pounder. He's a West Virginia University transfer. Hails from Oconee County, South Carolina, Salem product. Hudson making his 12th appearance on the season, 0-2 and even 3 earned run average, has 2 saves. 12 innings, 6 hits, 4 runs earned, 14 strikeouts, 5 walks, and opponents hitting 143 against him. He replaces Logan Chapman, who threw 109 pitches over 6 1/3 innings, 9 hits, 4 runs earned, 2 walks, 7 strikeouts, and the runner at first is his responsibility. First game today, Mount Olive 4 unearned runs in the bottom of the 8th inning to come back and beat UNC Pembroke 7-6. They advance to play the winner of this game tomorrow at 3 o'clock. The loser will play at 11 a.m. tomorrow against the loser of the game that follows this one, top-seeded Catawba and number 6 seed Columbus State. The winner of that game gets UNC Pembroke at 7 o'clock tomorrow night. All right, here's Logan McNeely. 0 for 3. Tristan Hudson ready to go to work on him. Right-hander working from the stretch with a runner at first, and he sidearms a fastball in there, strike 1. The 0-1. Another sidearm fastball, another strike, and it's quickly 0-2. Four-3, Wingate on top here in the bottom of the 7th inning. The 0-2 pitch. Strike 3, swinging a breaking ball, and he makes short order of Logan McNeely. 3 pitches, and there are 2 outs. His first, obviously, 8 total strikeouts for Crusader pitching.
To the plate, left fielder, number 12, Jed.
And now here's the cleanup hitter, Jed Bryant, the left fielder. He's 0 for 3, has struck out 3 times, so he's got the hat trick. And he's going to try to avoid the dreaded golden sombrero. Twice looking, last time swinging. First pitch to him. Swing and a miss. Fastball tailing down and away. 0-1. Checking the runner at first. That's Mellon. He'll throw that way. No balls and a strike. They've gone into the shift for the right-handed batter. Don't see it nearly as often for right-handed hitters, but Octavio, the second baseman, is playing just a step or two to the shortstop side of the second base bag, playing well behind it. And Angeli, the shortstop, pulled into the hole. Monteith 2 or 3 steps off the line at third. Fly ball down the left field line. Stringer a long run, but it's going to twist into the netting atop the batting cages out of play. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, let's go, crew!
1-2 the count on Jed Bryant. Tristan Hudson on in relief of the starter Logan Chapman. Trying to strand the runner at first here in the bottom of the 7th, keep the deficit at 1, 4-3 Wingate. The 1-2 pitch. And it's pulled foul down past third base coach Jacob Rand. Hudson will get the new baseball, take a walk behind the mound, rub it up. Now back up the backward slope and adjust his hat. Puts the ball in his right hand, tucks it behind his back as he looks in for the sign, now straightens up. The 1-2. Has a soft line drive. Octavio with a tough hop, and then he couldn't hold it. Played him up the middle. The ball short hopped, came up on him. He kind of went airborne to try to get a better angle on it, and he could not hold it. That'll be an infield single for Ed Bryant. So, first and second with 2 outs. The inning continues for Garrett Christopher, who's 2 for 3. They finally got him out last time up when he bounced out to Octavio. The left-handed batter will settle in.
Hey, let's go, Tristan. It's up infield.
First pitch to him. And there for a strike. Right-hander comes set. Checks the runner at second once, twice. Pitches, and a ground ball right back through the middle, through the legs of Hudson into center field for a base hit. That's going to score a run. Mellett comes in from second to make it a 5-3 game. And on around to third goes Jed Bryant. Well, in every sense of the word there, Tristan Hudson got Charlie Brown. That ball smacked right back through the middle, went between his legs. He fell down. Christopher's third hit of the game, and that is a big run in this one. You can close the book now on Logan Chapman. He'll go 6 1/3 innings and get hit with 5 earned runs. Now Cameron Caraway 0 for 3. He has reached on a fielder's choice and scored a run. That was back in the second inning. Runners on the corners now, and Hudson's first pitch outside a ball. (5-3). Wingate on top, bottom of the 7th inning. Look out, up and in. 2-0.
Come on, Tristan, you got this.
Hudson pitching from behind, the 2-0. Swing and a miss.
There you go.
2-1. Inning began with Mellett drawing a base on balls. Dansky lined to left. That was all for Chapman. Hudson came on, struck out McNeely on 3 pitches, but then Bryant an infield single, and then the base hit by Christopher to score the run. Good breaking ball for a strike. It's 2-2. So Hudson's come back to even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Pitching. Strike 3 called on the inside corner, a breaking ball, and the inning is over. But damage done as Wingate gets a run
50,000 student athletes
on 2 hits, no errors, and they strand 2.
Across the country each year.
Off to the 8th we go.
Championship near you by visiting NCAA.
And the Bulldogs leading North Greenville 5-3.
The NCAA thanks our corporate champions, AT&T, Capital One, and Coca-Cola, and our corporate partners, Aflac, Buffalo Wild Wings, Buick, Geico, Great Clips, Invesco, Lowe's, Marriott, Nabisco, Nissan, Pizza Hut, Reese's, Uber Eats, Unilever, and Wendy's. Their support enhances NCAA championships and the educational and athletic experiences of nearly 500,000 NCAA student athletes.
What you know about rolling down in the deep? I ain't going on, you can go and mental freeze. When these people talk too much, do they slow motion? Yeah, I feel like an astronaut in the ocean.
We go to the top of the 8th inning. Wingate continuing to lead, now 5-3 as they've added a run.
Leading off for the Crusaders, number 39.
For North Greenville, 4, 5, and 6. Moret Kloop, Brady West, Josh Center. Against Mac Kalari. Pitching in relief of the starter, Hunter Dula. Kloop 0 for 1 officially. He's walked him and hit by a pitch. He takes a breaking ball for a strike. Kalari came on in the 6th with 2 on and nobody out. He struck out Center, struck out Monteith, and got Holiday to ground to short circuit that rally. Outside and low, 1-1. In the last inning, Angeli led off with a fly ball to the wall and left that it looked like Bryant reached above the fence to pull it in, take a home run away. And then with 1 on and 2 out, John Michael Fail flied to the edge of the warning track in deep center field. 2 balls and a strike now to Kloop. Wingate gets a run in the bottom of the 7th, and they lead at 5-3. The 2-1 pitch. Change up is high, 3-1. Three balls and a strike to Kloop. Right-hander winds and delivers. And a strike on the inside corner, 3-2. So payoff pitch coming to Kloop, leading off the 8th. And he chops it foul. And we'll do the 3-2 all over again. Again, the payoff from the right-hander. And spinning on a speed pitch, and he got just a piece of it to stay alive. Holding it 3-2. Nobody throwing in the Wingate bullpen, but they got a couple of guys stretchy down there. Payoff pitch one more time to Kloop. Breaking ball, and it's hit on the ground to short. Simpson gobbles it up, throws him out. And there's one down.
Up to the plate, the DH, number 20, Brady West.
Now Brady West singled and scored, popped to short, walked in his 3 times up. First pitch to him from Kalari is on the outside corner, a strike. The 0-1. 1. Swing and a miss. Spinning on a pitch, pulled off of it badly, and he's behind. No balls and 2 strikes. Kalari's 0-2. Struck out swinging. Off-speed pitch down. 2 outs. That is 4 strikeouts for Kalari since coming on, and now Josh Center. 2-run homer, line out to second, strikeout swinging. He was the first batter that Kalari faced when he came out of the bullpen in the 6th with runners at first and second and nobody out. Big opportunity that North Greenville could not cash in on. And the first pitch, breaking ball, fouled off to the right, out of play. The 0-1. Upstairs with a fastball. 1 ball and 1 strike. Two out, nobody on for North Greenville, trailing at 5-3 in the top of the 8th inning. Swing and a miss.
Hey, let's go, crew! Come on, Josh, you got this!
So a ball and 2 strikes. The pitch struck him out swinging. Back-to-back punch-outs, and he retires North Greenville in order in the top of the 8th inning. Bottom of the 8th coming up. Wingate will hit, leading at 5-3.
I got my peaches out in Georgia. Yeah. I get my from California. I took my trip up to the north. Yeah. I get my light right from the source. Yeah. Your skin. Arms around you, baby, never let you go. Snapping like your flash. It's the way you lift me up. Yeah, and I'll be right here with you till the end. I got my teachers out in Georgia. Yeah, I get my from California. I took my trip up to the north. Yeah, I get my light right from the source. Yeah, you ain't trying. But I'm for ya. All I can want, raise some love on that wrist. The days we save on souvenirs. There's no time, I wanna be more time. Give you my whole life. Never gonna be my whole life. Hate to be the colors orange. Remember when I couldn't be older.
Wingate coming to bat for what it hopes is the final time here in the bottom of the 8th inning, leading 5-3. And they'll have the bottom third of the batting order against Tristan Hudson, Andrew McKay, Carson Simpson, and Justin Guy. First pitch to McKay is lined past a diving Monteith at third into left field for a base hit. That's his 3rd hit of the game. Twelve hits overall for Wingate. North Greenville's been checked on 4. Carson Simpson, 1 for 3. That one was a 2-run single back in the 2nd inning. And he takes ball 1, a little bit low. Runner at first goes, pitches taken low, and it gets through fail. That'd be a stolen base. McKay's second of the game, his 7th of the year. And again, he's only been thrown out once. Two-0 pitch, squares to bunt. Breaking ball misses inside. 3-0. Ask Jeff Gregory if there was a point in the season, a moment where everything seemed to come together or start coming together for this Wingate club, and he said he thought it was their series against Carson Newman, playing extremely well against a really good opponent, swept the series. There's strike one called. Said he could see all the parts starting to come together and played pretty well the rest of the way, including their conference tournament. And they are playing well here today, leading at 5-3 in the 8th inning with the runner at second, nobody out. Hudson's 3-1, and again he bunts. Back toward the mound, third base side. Only play will be to first. As McKay advances to third, sacrifice works 1-3. And that's another big insurance run 90 feet away with one out. The infield for North Greenville will have to come in. Justin Guy has struck out, singled, and struck out again. Number 9 hitter. You're looking ahead to the North Greenville 9th. They have the bottom third of the batting order due up. Monteith, Holiday, and Angeli.
All right, let's go, Tris.
And Guy is hit by the pitch. Oh, nope, they're going to call him out. They're going to say he leaned into, stuck the leg into the strike zone, and he is going to be called out. You may have been able to hear home plate umpire Nate Starr as Jeff Gregory started out of the dugout saying that he hit the ball. The ball did not hit him. He stuck his leg into it. So that'll go down as a 2 unassisted. And with 2 outs now, McCann Mellett will bat. And he hits it in the air to left. Stringer on the run, going back, reaches up and makes the running catch. And the inning is over. Or did he catch it?
Back to the top of the lineup.
That's 3 outs.
Number 9, McCann Mellett.
Oh no, Mellis just now coming to plate. Guy stayed at the plate, but the home plate umpire, I put it down as a 2 unassisted. But the home plate umpire, when he pointed to Justin Guy, he called him out. So it should have been a strike and not an out. So it's a fly ball to the left by Guy. And Landon Powell is out to make a pitching change. So I'm okay. We'll tell you about the new pitcher for North Greenville when we come back after this.
Attention fans, now pitching for the Crusaders, number 51, Hank Nichols.
You need the connection, but you can't get close. Painting stars down on your ceiling, 'cause you wish that you could fly something. You know you can call me if you need someone.
pitcher for North Greenville is left-hander Hank Nichols. He's a graduate student. Came into this program this year after Furman University dropped baseball after the abbreviated 2020 season. 6'5", 215-pounder, started his career at the University of South Carolina. Making his 9th appearance, no record of .635 earned run average. 5 2/3 innings, 7 hits, 4 runs earned, 10 strikeouts, 3 walks. Opponents hitting .280 against him. He's in here specifically to get the left-hander Mellett. And the first pitch is in there for a strike. Mellett 2 for 3 with a walk. Swing and a miss, waves at a breaking ball down and away. One of the hits, a solo homer. He's driven in 2 runs, scored twice. Nichols trying to get him in the inning and give North Greenville one final shot at it. The 0-2 outside with the fastball.
Yeah, let's go, Hank.
1-2.
Get them check, get on there.
And he missed slow and away. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Big come down by the left-hander, the break-even pitch. And he hit him. Breaking ball that spun up there. Mellett on for the 4th time. Runners on. A runner at first. And because that fly ball by Justin Guy came with 1 out instead of 2, Caraway scored. It's a 6-3 game, and here's a fly ball hit back into left field. Caught by Stringer. And that's the inning. But that's a big run that they put on the board. We go to the top of the 9th inning. Wingate leads it 6-3. Back in a moment. Top of the 9th inning, North Greenville coming to bat, trailing it 6-3 now. Just to kind of take you back through what I messed up in that last inning. Justin Guy was hit by a pitch, and the home plate umpire, Nate Starr, ruled that he intentionally leaned into it. Starr initially, when he walked up the first baseline and pointed at Guy, he fired the right hand and called him out. So I'm looking down and writing in my book and making the notations. Pat Monteith, first pitch swinging, hits one back into right. That ball's got a chance, and that ball's gone. First pitch swinging, he takes Kalari the other way, a solo shot. And that cuts the deficit to 2 here in the 9th, 6-4. The line guy was not called out. He was called a strike. It was he who hit the fly ball to the left, and that produced a sacrifice fly that scored Andrew McKay. So I royally screwed that up, but I did it based off of the initial call by the home plate umpire. So I'll take partial blame for it. I'll take most of the blame for it. Here's Jordan Holiday, 0 for 3. And and he pops it up foul. That'll get out of play third base side. A fly out, a pop out, and a ground out. Monteith's home run, his 7th of the season, 27 RBIs. Still down 2, though. Those runs, one in the 7th, one in the 8th, that Wingate got, now looming huge. And there's a looping line drive caught by the second baseman, Mellon, shading him up the middle, 1 out. So if this score holds, North Greenville's going to come back here tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. as the host team, playing an elimination game. And Wingate would advance to play Mount Olive at 3 o'clock tomorrow. And UNC Pembroke will play the winner of the game to follow us, Catawba and Columbus State. The loser will play the loser of this one, and right now would be North Greenville with 2 outs to go. Here's Doug Angeli, first pitch swinging, and he fouls it out of here right side. Angeli took Kalari to the warning track, to the wall really, his last time up. Jed Bryant reaching above the fence. It looked from here as if he robbed a home run. There is action, a right-hander throwing in the Wingate bullpen. The 0-1 pitch, down and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Get Angeli on. Octavio would be the tying run at the plate. Strike 2 called on the outside corner. One and 2 on Angeli. Kalari bringing it playward, and it's high. Off-speed pitch. 2-2 the count. Break-even pitch. And he just got a piece, a little cue shot off the end of the bat, foul first base side. Angeli back in. Kalari with the wind and the 2-2 pitch. And it's lined back through the middle, caught by the second baseman Mellon, moving off to his right. 2 down.
Back to the top of the line.
Now Octavio, who is 0 for 4.
Octavio.
2 strikeouts and 2 flyouts, representing North Greenville's last hope. He's got to get on to bring the tying run to the plate. Takes a big, deep breath as he steps in. And Kalari ready to go to work on him. His first pitch. Way outside, ball 1. So the host team, a number 4 seed, down to its last out here in this opening day game. The Southeast Regional. Wingate on top 6-4. 1-0 pitch. Upstairs 2-0. Ethan Stringer waiting on deck.
Hey, you got this game!
Octavio taps the head of the bat on the plate. Waiting on the 2-0 pitch. And a strike on the outside corner. He did not particularly care for that call by Nate Starr as he took his right hand and softly smacked the head of his bat. 2-1.
Time for the Flying Hawaiian!
Fly ball down the left field line. That ball is twisting, and it's a foul ball toward the corner. So the count to 2-2 on Octavio.
Battle, Garrick, battle!
And now the Crusaders down to their final strike.
You can do it, Garrick!
Two balls, two strikes.
Let's go, Garrick!
Kalari sights the sign, working from the windup, and the break-even pitch to Octavio. Fly ball in the center. Guy drifting back. He's got it, and that's the ball game. Wingate, the number 3 seed,
And that'll bring it into today's second game.
has knocked off number 4 seed and host North Greenville
The North Greenville Crusaders 4.
by a final score of 6-4 here this afternoon, and they advance in the winners bracket to play Mount Olive tomorrow at 3 o'clock. And North Greenville will play the loser of the next game, either top seed Catawba or number 6 seed Columbus State, in an elimination game tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. So quickly, the final numbers for Wingate: 6 runs, 12 hits, no errors, and they stranded 8. For North Greenville, 4 runs, 5 hits, 1 error, and left 6. The winner is Hunter Dula, the starter. He's now 7-1 on the season. The loser, Logan Chapman, the starter for North Greenville. He is 7-3. And the save goes to Kalari. And for Kalari, that's his first save of the season. Game took 3 hours and 13 minutes to play. Wingate is now 31-12. North Greenville is 33-12. So, here's what we are going to do. We're going to take a bit of a break. Got to get the lineups ready to go for the next game. Come back about 5 minutes before first pitch, which should be right around 7:05, and be ready to roll. But the final score again in this one is Wingate 6 and North Greenville 4. And we will see you coming up in just about 40 minutes.
What you want.